Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the Jaye Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. On IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, Simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright. I got it, snuck it in on you.
Lord.
Hey, E, how you doing today?
I'm well, and yourself?
You know what? I'm trying. Okay, I am trying today. So, you guys, first, before I start venting, you all please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also, follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye. For all three. Now, listen, you guys, when you're done, just go right on around the corner, right straight to YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, the Jaye Spot Radio. And again, that's Jaye. For all three. Guys, listen, tonight we are being brought to you by the Jaye Spot Airbnb. You all, it is on and popping. This has been an amazing summer. Let's keep it going, guys. Please go to the page, like it, share it, book it. Come on, listen. There's some good stuff going on over there. Just don't leave y'all purple feathers and all
leave
this.
The purple feathers and your gels and stuff.
Whatever it is that y'all do, just clean up after yourselves. We don't,
it all there.
And don't scare the cleaning crew, because sometimes I got to come up in there.
Crew.
Me and E, we be up in there cleaning. I don't want to be scared.
I don't mind. I think it's
I don't want to be scared.
Like,
so, whatever y'all do, that's between you.
Get all your fetishes out. We're not going to judge you. I'm
going to judge you because the stuff, listen, you all.
Just don't be messing around with the animals. Don't bring the animals up in there and do some things with the animals.
All I can say is you all, like, that's all I'm going to say. But definitely we'll have the link posted in our comments. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring line, you guys. Nice, comfortable t-shirts. A lot of amazing colors. Go to his page. Check out his page, Delaware Inc. Use reference code J. Again, that's Jaye. While you at it, listen, you traveling, you got your t-shirts. Come on, stop by BK the Barber, get faded, get lined. Listen, let them hook you up. BK the Barber, tell them how they can get in contact with them and get hooked up.
Go to bookski.com and look up BK the Barber or Freelines Barbershop, located in Spring, Texas, 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Suite D, Spring, Texas, 77388. BK the Barber. Use reference code J.
That's Jaye. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, the Jaye Spot. Thank you, Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay. Thank you, Grown and Sexy Conversations with the Jaye Spot. Real MVPs, 30 and up doing us. Tyson Smith. Who else? 180 Real Talk Chicago. Marshall Commandos. Who else? Single, married, and divorced.
The Fabulous 40 and Over Club. Questions. Urban Grind.
Everybody there rock with us. DJ Flick and Lady A.
Yes.
Man, thank you guys so much. DJ Kenny G, he's always rocking with us. Lisa Marie Stewart, with Lisa Booking, Lisa E. Listen, thank you guys, everybody, so much for rocking with us. We really appreciate it. Guys, we have a great show lined up tonight. Now, listen, for those of y'all that may see my cup, yes, it's that deep today. I got not one, but I need 2 straws. So listen, You all, I have to, I don't have to, but I really, sometimes I need to, get my little coffee or whatever. So I do all of that rushing and he ain't over there. I nearly tore that door. Listen, you all, I have a special guy that always makes my coffee. And I walked in, first of all, I'm up here running late, messing around with this one.
No, I was fine. If you would have read the text, I said that at 2:30. I got to your spot at 3.
Then why you ain't come upstairs?
Because I was like, let me go get my feet done.
You know what? Like I say, so messing around with this one. So now I get over there to my coffee joint. Now, y'all, I get over there. And it's a special guy that always take care of me. So I go over there and I'm looking and I'm like, so the little girl with the young lady come up to the counter. She's smiling. I'm like, now listen, I don't want to ruin your day, but I'm just like, it's real nice. And so when she said those words that I dread to hear anybody else say but this guy, can I help you? Wait a minute. Listen, they all know the deal. They know it's a special guy that always fixes my coffee. And so when she went to fix my coffee, I found myself having to explain to her how to make I forgot how I like it. I don't even have to tell him because the guy, he knows how to fix it and how to make it. And of course, when she made it, of course it was wrong. But I was just like, okay, we're going to have to get it together. I'm going to have to, come in early at one day and I'm going to have to train them on how to fix my coffee right because clearly, I can't depend on, and it's the summertime. So I'm not really going to get mad at the guy because he may be on vacation or whatever. But I'm going to have to give him my cell phone number when I see him tomorrow so he can text me. So when he's going to be off, you can just text me so I won't waste my time going over there because they don't be making it right. Now, I know you all may be like, you know what? Jay, that's a little bit extra. Ain't nobody got time for you or that. And I understand that and I can appreciate y'all concern, but I'm going to still give him my cell phone tomorrow so he can text me and just let me know what his off days are. Now, if y'all think that I'm asking for a little bit too much, just say, Jay, that's too much in the comments. And you just, but you know what I'm going to say? Y'all keep me lifted because this mess right here, I ain't going to get no sleep until like maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Good, because that's called coffee. See, the man gives you all that cream.
I don't know what this is,
and then drops a drop of coffee in the cup. And so she's like excited. And then she fills it up with all this sugar and stuff. So she's just like, woo. But now they gave her coffee with cream instead of cream with the drop of coffee. So when y'all see me
all walking like this, pacing back and forth, please don't judge me tonight, you all. It's this coffee that they have not made right. But you know what I told them? Bless your love, bless your heart, because she did try. Epic fail, but she did try. So the customer service was on point. And so she was like, well, I'm gonna ask him tomorrow when he come in. How do he make? I said, you don't gotta do all that.
You just gonna make it. Don't worry.
Right, you right. That's that's the part I left out because they were so nice. See, it's hard to get mad at people when they so nice. So I don't. And guys, make no mistake about it. I'm extra, but I'm not mean and I'm not rude. And they know I'm extra, but I'm not rude. I'm not up in there cussing and fussing at nobody. I'll be cussing and fussing. Listen, I don't want you, and having some COVID floating around in my coffee. I'm good.
It's gonna be something, but won't start with COVID.
Or her baby daddy bodily fluids. No, not in my coffee. So I am good. So I always, be mindful to be, careful the way I treat people. Not only that, but especially people that handle your food. So that's what the 2 straws is for, because I'm just gonna be double out of control on tonight. So just want to give y'all a fair heads up. And we're gonna start off with the first hot topic. Now, let me try. Okay, first, I just caught myself. I was with Sutton the other day. That's my baby from another mother, my 8-year-old from another mother. So this grown woman tells me, she's like, well, AC, when I'm watching and I'm listening, she was like, do you know that I don't really think you need the microphone? And I was just like, so what you trying to say, son? She was like, Auntie, do you know that y'all whole family, y'all volume is just so loud? I'm like, don't you got aren't you supposed to be in class or writing some essay or read, something? Aren't you supposed to be doing something besides messing with me about my volume? So I'm gonna try to be mindful. Somebody else told me, listen, I'm just loud. I just don't know. How do you deal with it? E has no, see, that's why I love E. She done been sitting here for all of these years. You be tuning me out, don't you? That's what
sudden maybe your blood, but I've been knowing you for 17, 18 years. So I'm just used to it. First day was trying to play. She'll pull a little quiet. Like, I think all of us Aquarius should try to pull that little quiet role at first when we meet you or whatever. So she was like that in the classroom. She pulled a little quiet role. And then when that shell finally broke, it was like the Aquarius came on out, and so I just be like,
she don't be that's just a nice way of saying I don't be paying no attention to her, because I'm like, never have she ever. I don't remember her ever telling me that I'm loud, or just look at me be like, dang, Jay, you just went from like volume 17 to like 35 or 50 in just like a second flat. But I may be tone deaf, so I don't know. It is, but my whole family is like that. So that's what I'll say. My whole family is like that.
Mr. Winfrey said, extra, extra, extra.
You know what? Thank you. So, I can't wait to just be real loud and just ruin his day. But guys, listen, our first hot topic. Now, listen, you all have been talking about this, and I really think that it's really on the fellas' hearts. Look, these fellas want to know. Okay, ladies, if y'all want to, first off, y'all want to chime in and talk to us tonight, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. Ladies, the fellas want to know, will you ask a man out on a date, and are you going to pay? So if you ask a man out on a date, ladies, are you going to pay? What do you say about that, E? Before you got, listen, BK, now don't come up in here starting no stuff. This is before marriage, okay? I know we know she off the market, okay? I just want to be. Oh, don't ever ooh, Lord, that look. Before this sister got off the market, Lord have mercy. Oh, jeez. You can come stay with me, because I know I just been listen. See this mouth right here. But before marriage, would you ask a man out?
Yeah,
if are you paying?
Yeah, but if I pay. I mean, you know what? It was funny. On the way here, I was listening to Usher, Trading Places. And so if I pay, I'm a whole dude. That's the thing. That's like the worst thing. My friends would be like, oh my God, if I pay, I'm going to treat you accordingly. And it's funny because now if I'm on a date with a guy and they ask me out, no, you're not getting no, I don't care if you do pay. Like, no, I don't care if we run up the tab, and mind you, it's not going to be me just run up the tab, but if we run up the tab $200-$300, thank you so much. The meal was delicious. I appreciate it. But if I pay and that tab goes up to $200, $300.
Now see this nonsense right here.
You putting out. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm getting that. I'm getting all of that. And I'm going to treat you like you going to be my submissive. I'm going to be the dominant. You best believe. And we screwing, and I'm going to screw you. And I'm going to be on top. And tonight you on the bottom. We trading places, I mean, it just is what it is. I can't have it any other way, because I just don't get that. I ask you out and everything, and you accept me asking you out. Cool. And we order, and I'm like them dudes, the dudes be looking at the, okay, this is what you order. Bad. They calculating everything. Men are like that. They going, okay, she done ordered that. She ordered some lobster and some shrimp. This one like lobster. She likes some. She may not like steak, but you best believe anything that crawls around in that sea, yeah, she on that. You ordered that lobster. You ordered a big lobster, 15-pound lobster. Oh, you really wreck it. Oh, bet. Matter of fact, before we leave this restaurant, you might disappear underneath that table and do some things for me, because everything is real. The bathroom is right there. Let me see what that mouth do. I mean, I'm just that. I'm like,
over a crab leg.
Yeah, hell yeah. You want the king crabs. You don't want the snow crabs. You want the king. Bad. All right, yeah. I'd be like, get that, baby. Go ahead, get them king crabs. Yeah, yeah, I could get all what you want. Get that extra butter sauce with that. Yes. And then I'm gonna let you know once the food gets here. Now you know. See, I'm not. See, that's where the dude messes up. The dude don't tell you nothing, and then they just let you eat and eat, and then they get mad when you don't put out that night.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know right then when that food gets here. Now, once you put this to your mouth, we screwing.
It's gonna be something else going to your
We are
mouth.
screwing, and it's not like, and that's the thing. Like I'm a straight, if I have to be that, I'm a straight dog. Like it's not gonna be you gonna bust for. No, I guarantee you, I'm going to come first, and I'm going to leave you alone after and I'm gonna be like, thank you so much. You go ahead, come on, get up, get dressed. Let me drop you off at home. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I just screwed you. Come on, get dressed, and let me take you on
Chop
home.
chop.
And
Chop chop
thank you
chop
so
down.
much. Well, what about you can finish off in the bathroom? You need your towel with that. What you need? You need some lotion or something because I'm good. I got mine. I got man. You was well worth that $200. Thank you.
Wait, so we got Erica. She's saying if I ask him out, he was still paying. He will still pay. She said, I'm not paying ever. She said, I'll pay for my girlfriends, just friends. Listen,
If you pay for your girlfriends, why not pay for your dude?
because it's a date.
At least you can do something about it to do. Listen, you can get something about it to do. Your
This is
girlfriend.
say this was your guy.
Okay, but you asked him out.
I'm Erica, I'm with you. But see, the thing is, I'm not asking him out. Well, I'm gonna hint. But if you don't if you don't pick up on the hint, if you cannot read my mind, if you cannot read my energy and my signals, then oh well, then we just not. That means we not vibing on the same plane. So we will not be going out. I'll go out and I'll eat and I'll have a good time. But I'm not asking him out. I'm just like, listen. I'm from the old school, so I know people like, oh, this new day, new time. I don't care. That's why we got questions like this now. Would you ask him out? Is you still gonna pay? No, I'm not paying, and I'm not paying. Now, when I'm in a relationship, that's different. But this dating thing, listen, you all have taught me so much. I've learned so much from you all within this past 6 years that we have been doing the Jaye Spot, because initially starting, I thought that dating, you were in a relationship and that's what, but I learned, hey, did y'all say y'all was in a relationship? I'm like, well, wait a minute, what? Wait, what?
If we didn't discuss it, all we are just friends, and we just friends with benefits, so we just kicking it.
So right. So now, but in a relationship, then yes, I'm taking care of him. He's taking care of me. We're taking care of each other because that's the way we rock in our relationship. But dating, I'm not asking him out. And secondly, I'm not paying. So that's just that. You think I'm gonna pull? I promise. You don't.
Girl, just do it. It'll be so fun.
Would it be fun?
Hand of it.
I'm gonna still have to. Well,
but see, you like to be a little bossy and stuff. Can you imagine? You pay right, and then you roughhouse
because I know I wouldn't be right. I know.
See, that's the fun. That's the thrill of it.
I know.
You get to just be like, come here. You just rough them up a little bit.
Like you, I'm paying for the lunch or the coffee or whatever. You gonna be my baby mama. Like that's just it. Like I'm gonna be making sure I'm gonna see that you miss your cycle. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So don't look. I'm gonna be sending you gift cards and all this and good morning, beautiful, and all this other. So we handsome. Definitely, like you said, trading places. We will definitely trade places. And oh Lord, y'all would never want me to be a dude. Like I just would not be a good dude at all.
What said he paying? Just don't supersize it. See, that's the part you trying to say. We ain't going to McDonald's. See, I know what I want. I'd be like, and I like certain foods and everything else, and I'd be like, ooh, Ruth Chris, like, come here.
Wait, so LaJuan says, good evening, ladies. How you doing, LaJuan? Lisa, she's saying yes, what he said. But if I ask him out, I've already planned the date, the place, and the activities. Erica is saying right. Look.
See, Erica, flip back real quick because she knows.
No, I think she's saying right. Erica, which one you saying right to me or right to E? I think she's saying right to me.
You know that she want to flip that and be like, you know what? Since I had to, let me let you know, baby, that when you go ahead, you ordered, and now it's already done because you ordered. So once you go put that to your mouth, Remember, save some room for later.
See, guys, this is what y'all got to do. Let me help y'all out so y'all can make it better. So when y'all sitting down and y'all getting ready to eat, before she bring that salad fork, as she bringing it to her mouth, just let her know that you putting that fork in your mouth now, but something else gonna be in your mouth once you finish eating. You know, hey, see, listen, you gotta say.
I'll be like, okay, well, you don't
gotta
really want
let
that. I got something a little bit better. And it's so funny. Like, head is more sacred than just sex. Because you just can't. People can have sex with just any your body. But you just can't give head to just any your body.
You gotta let the prerequisites be out there, you know?
Wait, can you just go ahead and just stick it in my cuckoo or something, you know? Put the head up in, put the tip. How about that? If I can get this $200 meal, I'll let you put
that's
the
what
tip
y'all,
in.
that's what they need to start doing. They need to start saying, now listen, before you order, this is how this is gonna go. We here to have a good time. Okay, but let me just get some ground rules and set some boundaries.
Hello.
So 50 to 100, you know, I'm gonna feel, you know, it's gonna be a little feel, probably a little dry hunch. Anything over 100, listen, it's all listen. That's all I'm gonna say. So choose ye this day how this night is gonna end. But either way it go, at the end of the night, you gonna owe me something, okay? You gonna owe me something, you know. So listen, for those dudes that think like that, start letting that be known before they get the ordering, because then you might be surprised. Their taste and what they got a taste for might change according to what you're saying. Because if I was a dude, I'm definitely gonna tell you, now listen, look here. I'm saying just like that. Look at here, okay? Look here, okay? If girl, you order over here, get a little touch, feel your, little peck on the cheek. But anything over here, oh, you dropping all of it, okay? We may not even make it back to the house. We may pull over in the parking lot, but
I'll let my seat
understand what I'm saying. It's going down. Listen. I don't want to hear no. I'm on. Listen. I don't want, because if you're on, then you need the order on this side of the menu. Okay,
put a cold towel on that.
You order on this side when you're ready to get everything.
I got to take this ibuprofen.
That's what I'm saying.
That ibuprofen to stop it every time. Take this ibuprofen.
Drag right on up.
Drive right on up.
Right there. Just like that. Go. Just like that. So if that's the guys, if that's you, fellas, let them know. See, I believe that the fellas are afraid to say that because they don't want to lose and miss out on their opportunity. But you can't listen. That's where that confidence. See, the confidence come in. You gotta just.
Like, ooh. Either, I'm gonna give you two choices. Either we screwing or we screwing. I mean, it's so easy.
Either we screwing or I'm screwing. Either way it go, it's gonna be
going down. It is going
on. If you order over this $50, okay, I'm just gonna tell you like that. If you order over this $50, so ladies, listen, some of them gonna have to experience this. Just
I don't know if I want to.
You
knew when I said, "Come, you want to go on this date?" You was like, "Yeah." Okay, well, you knew what it was when we got on this date. What you thought? We not in no 20s where you can play that you don't know routine. We ain't even out there. I'm 42. I know exactly what I want.
Listen, man, please let a dude tell. Now, see, I'm gonna be the woman on the date that the dude has. So now I told you from the dude standpoint. So now let me tell you on the woman standpoint on this said date. He telling me I gotta stay on this side of the menu, or at the end of the night, or before I eat this, something gonna be and something else gonna be in my mouth. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Is that now? As he's saying that, I picked up my phone. And then, as he's saying that, I'm grabbing from my purse too. He's like, so I'm gonna be feeling on something. I'm like, you're right. Look up under the table. This is because you're gonna be feeling on something else gonna be feeling on you too. Hey, wait a minute. It ain't that serious. Okay,
see,
wait.
Result of violence.
See, no. All I want you to do is keep talking. Keep talking that bull junkie about this little funky little $100 that you done spent.
I like Lisa. Lisa said some girls are with it, just be honest. And that's what he gonna go. Jay,
they gonna go. I mean, I know, like it's 2022. It's not even like, I swear, people don't even have to lie and cheat. It's like you don't even have to sneak around. These folks are for all of the tricks, for all of the games, for all of the drama. But as I said, as for me, if you as a woman, if you asking to do, first of all, I just don't think that a woman should be asking to do that. I don't care what y'all say. It's 2022.
I
Oh
like
well.
asking guys.
I'm
I did. If I like you,
gonna throw a hint. I'm gonna throw a sign. You better receive the smoke signal too.
I've always been, even when it comes to like the dating sites, when I was
I
on that and stuff, and when the guys would come at me, I'd be like, okay. But when I would go after them, I like that better. I like to go see who I like, and that way I can pick. I don't want you to pick me. I like to pick you.
So listen, guys, if she's asking, look, don't put her in position to ask. But if she does ask you out, still pay for the date. Okay. Don't be like that. Don't be that dude. Don't be that dude.
Be
Okay.
that chick
Just pay for
and
the date. Okay. Just pay for it.
take the cooch.
But guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break.
Sure.
And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yes, guys, no.
Loving you has always been easy because it's true. Yeah, yeah. I would not believe if someone would have told me you would come along to revive my soul. Cause I was done with love, my heart had grown cold. So cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. Not a mirage, what I feel for you. Put that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Oh yeah, yeah. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry, go together like love sex. The passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade of what I feel for you. Love, put that on God, I got love for you. Yeah, said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, baby. It's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, so easy to love, easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you, yeah, yeah, is what I search my life to do. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woo! Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simpler E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how's it
I'm
going?
gonna be a sex kitten all
See?
this Sunday. I'm gonna just be in so much sex. It's just gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna shoot, and I'm gonna run through the rain. Just this. It's gonna be just sex, and I'm gonna be like,
Oh, the life of a
dingling
newlywed.
gods just beat me
Just
with the
rain
penis.
down on me, rain
And
down
it's
on
just
shimmy,
gonna be,
shimmy, cocoa
if I
pop,
come
shimmy, shimmy on her.
Thursday, well, I won't be here Thursday. But when you see me again, and then you see a
gotta have
dent in my head, Yeah, I got hit by the penis.
I definitely will be judging.
Just...
Guys, listen, tonight we are being brought to you by the Jaye Spot Airbnb. Please go to our page, check us out. Listen, a beautiful, luxurious 2-bedroom condo right next to the United Center.
Yes.
Use reference code J. That's Jaye. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring lines out, you guys. Great t-shirts for both men and women. Go to his page, check it out. Delaware Inc. Use reference code J. Now, once you got your t-shirt and you checked out the Jaye Spot Airbnb, go ahead on it, get your hair faded, lined up. BK the barber. Tell them how they can get in contact with them.
Go to bookski.com, look up Freelance Barbershop or BK the barber. He is located in Springs, Texas. He is located at 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Suite D, Spring, Texas 77388.
And use reference code J. That's Jaye. Guys, we have a caller on the line. They were so nice to hold for us. Hi, caller. Say your name. Where you're calling from?
My name is T. I'm calling from Nevada.
Hey, how you doing? Go ahead and say what you want to say. What you want to comment on?
Okay, so the question was pretty much based on, women and dating, and if you ask someone out for a date, who's the responsible party in that matter. And so there were a lot of comments from females like, you know what, first off, I don't ask men on dates, and other comments like, well, no, if I ask, I'm going to pay. And that was one of my comments. I said, it doesn't matter who. If I'm inviting a party, lunch, brunch, dinner, drinks, whatever it may be, I think that it is just appropriate to offer to pay. Like, they could pick up the tip, they could pay for parking. It's so many other things that other party would be able to do that to minimize it to, oh, well, just, if they don't pay for dinner, then they're not a man or this, that, and the third. I think it's just a little bit minimalizing for a man as if to say that that's what their duties are. I think that the overall picture is that a man should bring peace into the situation. So if I ask to go out to dinner, I don't mind paying. Just bring me peace. Don't bring me an attitude. Don't bring me a conversation that's just about you. Don't bring me... I don't mind fitting the bill.
See, you know what?
I don't mind fitting the bill.
Right. And you know what? We appreciate your comment, and we ask you this. We need your balance because, as you can see, we are a mess. Because if I ask him, listen, he's going to be my baby mama. I already done said it. That's just what we need, your balance. So please continue to stay tuned because we need your energy because you think rationally. I struggle a little bit. So we need your balance.
No, look, can I just add one more
thing? Absolutely.
If the question had been if person A asks person B out to dinner, drinks, brunch, whatever it would have been, I guarantee you a lot of the women had said, no, I'm not paying, I'm not doing this. When you take gender out of the equation, it's a whole different answer.
That is so true.
Maybe somebody would have said, oh, no, it doesn't matter. Person A, who most likely would have said person A, because that's the person who asked. But see, we'll kind of never know. But a lot of things nowadays is just on gender. And like you said, we need that balance sometimes. Like, it's okay to do it. Why is there such a stigma? Oh, they not a man if we don't do it. We got to go to traditional. See, a lot of women nowadays, they want the traditional man, but they don't want to be the traditional woman.
Ooh, you done hurt somebody with that one right there.
Look, if you heard it, if it was caught by you, it was meant to be. Not an insult, but if it was caught by you, it was caught.
Absolutely.
Where are you from originally? Because you're not from Nevada.
New York.
I knew it. I'm like, I know. I'm from Jersey. I'm like, I know better. That's East Coast all day long.
Well, listen, we thank you so much for your comment. Thank you for tuning in. And again, please continue to chime in because we're going to definitely need your balance. Have a good night, honey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That great balance. We're going to need that all the way from, I think she said her name was Natia. We're going to need that because, especially me, because and E too. She said, listen, he going to have to do something strange for that meal. So, but Natia helped us to see it. a different way. But yeah, he's still, if anybody having any kids, he's gonna definitely be having
yes,
my
that
baby.
last name is going to change to my name.
Right. See, that's all I'm saying.
And
so,
that's okay because we're going to trade places for the night. I'm going to be, but my last name done already changed. So we might just, and this is one of the things that I enjoy, like with my husband, like we role play. So I just enjoy that. So he already know. Yeah, I'm paying for tonight. Go ahead. We're going to go out to
Like,
the dinner. Where you
yeah.
want to go to? Yeah. Oh, great. Because I plan on doing some freaky things to you and you're going to be Mr.
And see, fellas, here's another thing. I'm gonna tell you what. This is a good listen. If you're picking her up for the date, listen. I'm gonna tell you. There's a song that you can play that will just let you know. Play Genuine's. It's an old song. You owe me, Shawnee. Say what you like, just to back it up. You can hold my eyes, but now you know you owe me something, right? I'll be sitting up here. I'll say, "Oh, you some."
Yeah.
And then you just put it on so play it, but put it on repeat. Once you put it on repeat, she gonna know that you spitting that bull junkie to her, and all will be well. So we just trying to throw out for more dating advice and dating tips. Go to the Jaye Spot, and that's JAYE. Now listen, you all. Speaking of dating and paying and all this other bull junkie, first let me just put this out here. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I hate dating. I hate it here. Okay. I just absolutely hate it here. Okay. I had to get that out of my system. When dating, do you date one person at a time or are you dating multiple people? And if you're dating multiple people, do you let them all know that, listen, you're not the only one that I'm seeing? Because just to keep it, make sure everything and everybody, we're all on the same page. How does that work? Dating. Do you date one person at a time? Multiple people? If you're dating multiple people, do you put it out there as, listen, I'm seeing other people. Therefore, everybody can know how to move because I want to be informed. So let me make an informed decision. So if you're not all about me and you, then let me know because I don't want to be sitting up here being all up into you and then you're still exploring your options. I mean, we're exploring our options. We're not in a relationship. So, but I don't know. What do you think about that? Would you have dated multiple people?
No, I don't like to date multiple people. I like to date one person at a time. Now, it doesn't matter if we only talking for that little week and you just blew me and I had to hang up on you and I move on to the next one because Jay knows me. And if you've been watching this show for the past 6 years, then you know that I'll cut off my feelings very quickly. It doesn't bother me one bit. So I can do one person at a time. That's why I ain't got to sit up here and lie, try to figure out your name. If I forget your name and call you something else, I don't want to do all that. When you date multiple people at one time, you got to remember your names. You got to remember the date that you go on, what time that you're supposed to go on this date with this person and that person. And then I can respect if you're honest and say, I'm not only dating you, I'm dating someone else. I can respect that. But most people don't do that. Most people will just keep that to themselves and they'll date multiple people. And I just can't do that. Now you wonder why you got a bump because you didn't slob with him, and her all in the same day. And now you got a bump. So no, I can't do that.
And I'm like that too. So I'm when I date, I hate it there. I just really do. But I can only date one person at a time. Because I'm just an emotional person. So and I don't make that any secret. Like I'm an emotional person just by nature. So it's just like, yeah, so don't pay me like a whole lot of never mind, but I'm gonna deal with one dude at a time. Now, if he chooses not to deal with just me, I respect that. But let me know that, you're dealing with somebody else. That's not going to change how I move, but I will be honest to say this, that will change how I get attached to you. And it rightfully so, because here's the deal. You're not like focusing all in on me. So even though I'm not seeing anybody else, at least I'm not putting all of my effort and all of my attention into you because you're not putting your all into me. So therefore, I feel like doing that, I don't think we will ever really honestly be, just for me, I wouldn't be able to honestly get to know a person until it's just us. There are no outside interferences, because as long as there are outside interferences, you'll never get all of me. You'll never get 100% access to who I am, because I'm on guard. I have to protect myself, because here's the deal. It's still other competition out there. So you haven't narrowed down and said, you're who I want to be with. So until that's said, I'm not going to be all in. I'm not going to be out here seeing other people, because the way my attention is set up, like ESM, I'm like, I don't want to have to remember what your favorite food is, or
You get
what
that
you
confused with this other person. They like noodles, and this other person allergic to noodles.
right. I'm like, now you mess around, need an epi shot, and gave you some dog, took you to the shrimp house, and now you sit up here having an allergic reaction, because I'm like, oh Lord, I'm about to kill you before I even get you. You know, so it's just things like that. So I personally would not date more than one person. But again, if a man told me no, you know, he's dating more than one woman, I can respect that. But again, for me to be all in a situation like that, I'm just not going to be all in. But this is the way it's supposed to be. Don't take away a person's choice or their opportunity to be there. Put it out there. Yeah. So if you run the risk of that person not being totally in, then you have to make a decision as the person that wants to date multiple people. Okay, so do I want to just date this person right now and just see how that goes, and have access to 100% of this person? Or do I want to just still have this person in my life, but I still want to see and do other people? And that will be the choice that you have to make, because here's the thing. Over here, it's a whole different lot of personalities in just this one person right here. One day you're going to get sunshine. Next day you're going to get the storm. You're going to get the... So it's like, do you really, dealing with me, do you really need to deal with other people? Because I got like a whole lot of personalities for all these people anyway. So like, don't let the lip gloss fool y'all. Be trying to tell y'all like, woo! Listen, sometimes the elevator just be stuck between the basement and the first floor. I'd be like, okay. Then the power go out. And it's stuck right there in the basement. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it tricked up. But I believe that if you are a person that dates multiple people, I'm not opposed to you doing that. Just let people know. Yeah. Guys, if y'all want to chime in, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. Don't take away a person's choice to choose on whether or not they want to deal with you, because you want to have all of the candy. You want the Starburst, you want the Skittles, you want the Jolly Rancher. You just want it all, you little greedy son of a gun. Hey, pick one. Pick one. You can't have all what you want, all that for.
I can have more.
Because you're going to have cavities. And ain't nobody going to be dealing with you with cavities. So choose one. But again, fellas, some people say, listen, that's the purpose of dating. You're supposed to see one person, multiple people at a time. Well, no, I'll say to you is, hey, get a quicker sorting process. Sort through these bad boys. Sort through them. And then you want to date multiple people, but then y'all complaining about paying for the dates. Hey, make it make sense. That's why you're complaining about paying for the dates, because y'all out here trying to date and see multiple people. If you go with young lady A, this week, Friday, Saturday, you go Friday. Like, she's saying, let me hit on a Saturday. See how it is. Still not sure. Hey, put her in the waiting area. Go on about your next business. Find somebody else. But put her in the waiting area. If she's still there, then, hey, go back and try it again. I don't know. Wait, LaJuan is saying, gets to be overwhelming and you get tired and frustrated. And then we have Deco C saying open communication is key. Absolutely. So definitely communicate what you're in. Again, this is something that should be discussed up front. Like, don't hold it back and don't listen. Sometimes I know ladies be afraid to ask or be afraid to tell. But this is the time where you're supposed to put that ish out there. Don't wait till 3 months down the line. Y'all done hung all off the chandeliers. Now he decided to say, I'm seeing other people. Wait, what? So I done put on some of my best moves, my best tricks, and this Bama tell me I'm seeing other people. Oh, I thought you was too. Get your
You know.
woo.
See,
See, that's how y'all copy on the repo list and stuff because because playing them games like that, when you could just say it up front, if they don't like it, guess what? No harm, no foul, because nobody has anything vested. The problem comes in when you're not honest, or you wait too long to be honest. 3 months, 6 months down the line, now I thought you was dating other people. I thought you were dating other people as well. When we talk about that,
girl, how my boobies about to fall all off my shirt?
you got a wardrobe malfunction.
Girl,
but it's like, when did we get it's like, we ain't never talked about it. And here's the thing, not talking about it don't make it right. Not talking about it is not an excuse, or it's not a getaway to move either way. Somebody has to initiate the conversation. And I think that it's the person that would not the person that's only dating one person, those people that get caught up in their feelings and their emotions. To protect yourself, you should be the one to initiate it, because you're the one that's more than likely that's gonna get your feelings hurt when you find out there. Oh, I can't believe that he was saying, well, yeah, right. It's like, okay, well, you called him at 11:30 on Friday, and he didn't call you back until 12:30 Saturday afternoon. I mean, what you think was going on? So it's just like, protect yourself, especially again if you're a person that wear your emotions on your sleeve. Protect yourself. So have a conversation again. If it's not for you, if that's not the type of arrangement that you're cool with, then at least you have the opportunity to, get away from it. But we should be definitely having these conversations, which leads us into the next hot topic. Now, listen, what do you all think about this? There's a video circulating, and the lady is saying that, you know what, if a man is not in financial position, if he doesn't have, a car and a house and things of that nature, if he's financially strapped, then don't try to pursue or entertain a relationship with him, because he's not going to be fully vested into that relationship because his finances is not in order. So she's saying that he's not going to be happy. None of that stuff is going to happen. So what do you all think? Did she tell the truth with that? Like, if a man is not happy with his financial position, will he be happy dating you? What do you think about that?
I think that depends on certain men. Certain men will be like, I want to get all my stuff together before I even date you. And sometimes I think that's an excuse. They just don't want to date you. And then some men, they may need you as that motivation to, put a little fire underneath for them to get all their stuff in order. And when they see that you 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 got their back, they're like, bet, don't worry, because I've met couples, and I know couples that have been married for like 50 years, that when they first were dating and stuff, or first, was together and they got married, like they didn't have anything. And he told her, and he told his mom, let me just give me 2 years. That's all I need is 2 years. And I promise you won't have to worry about anything. And she gave him those 2 years. They had gotten married and stuff. She moved in with his mom or whatever. And he hit the road and was selling insurance and stuff and making sure that she was straight. And so now I think they have moved into like their sixth or seventh home. She does not want for anything. She hasn't want for anything in about 30 or 40 years, and mind you, they've been married for 50 years. Um, and she's straight. She doesn't do nothing all day but like tend to her new car. Like, he just bought her an Alfa Romeo. She gets a new car like every other year and stuff. Like, she doesn't want, but she was the motivation that he needed to let me get me together. Just give me these 2 years. And he didn't say, well, we're gonna put us on hold. He was like, rock with me. I just need 2 years. Rock with me. And I promise you I'll make it worth your while. And she did that.
And see, it's like, when I listened to the lady, I was just like, wow, for me, I think it made sense, because I've actually heard a lot of men say that. And it hasn't been men that I've been dealing with. It's been like, even with my son, he's like, well, I don't want to date anybody or get in a relationship or anything until I get myself together. I've had brothers, good guy friends, you know, cousins. It's a lot of dudes that I've heard say that. So when the woman said, it kind of hit differently, because I'm just like, you know what? She's right. Because sometimes if you get them and they're not ready, like sometimes they will, be unhappy, because, if a man that is a leader and he's not able to lead and provide for his family or provide for himself, a lot of times, that plays with their ego. I mean, men pride themselves on being able to take care of themselves and those around them. So I can definitely see, where she was coming from with that statement. And I can understand from where men that would feel like that. As a woman, could you wait, or could you deal with that situation? And my thing would be, is it just depends on, like, have you been a stat, like with the COVID, a lot of people lost a lot of stuff. So could that realistically happen? Like, okay, in the 30 plus age range, could he say, you know what, listen, I just need you to rock with me. And, listen, if you had it and then lost it and now you got to rebuild it, some may be willing to entertain that. But it's like, if you ain't never had it, you still the 40-year-old rapper off of Daddy's Little Girl. I want some shrimps. No, sir.
You have to be realistic.
No, sir.
And everything, and that's the thing. It has to be realistic now. And I've had a dude that tried to date me. He was a 37-year-old rapper, and I was like,
not gonna happen. Nothing against rappers, but here, we're not against rap.
We're not against rappers, but we are against those stuff. And then they try to play, well, 2 Chainz was, you're not 2 Chainz.
Sure
leave
not.
that alone. Don't.
Sure not.
Everybody
sure
can't
not.
be 2 Chainz. Okay?
Not at all. So it's like, nobody is knocking your hustle. Like, knock it out. But fellas, let me know, what do you all think about that? Did this lady hit it on the mark? Or is that just a woman just like, oh, no. Like he was saying, that's just for some dudes, that's just a cop-out. They didn't want to be bothered with you, or you not that one. But fellas, is that a true statement? If your finances, if your stuff ain't in order, your bag ain't together, should a woman even think about getting close to you at that moment when you don't have your stuff, your foundation is not together, so you don't even know how you're going to take care of you? Should women stay away from you all in that situation? Or like he said also, man, she could be the guiding force that could help you. The only way I can see this woman being a guiding force is, again, if he's already got some stuff and he's working it out, then, she can push. But if the dude is strapped, unmotivated, ain't doing nothing, and you just,
then that just defeats
the purpose. You selling dreams, bro. You don't even believe your own dream, because if you did, you would be up working towards it and not just, giving people pillow talk. It's like you would be working towards
tomorrow night,
9:30 Central Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live.
Yes.
But, you would not be selling those dreams. You would be working towards it. But I don't know, just like at this point in the game, 30 plus, like, if he lost it, then, we have to really see. It'll be a whole lot of other different variables that I would have to look at before I would say, oh, I'm going to sign on to this. No, listen.
I have to know that, with this person, that I got you, because I've been married. I've been, we call it the PM. I've had my pseudo marriage. I've been in relationships, and some relationships I'm like, we ain't even about to. It never made the relationship mark. You just got my phone number, because I can't see me struggling or even possibly being your cheerleader. When I remember one guy, he tried to talk to me. And he was like, he had been living here for about 6 months. He was here from Texas, and he hadn't found a job yet. And I'm just like, and he lived in his family's building, and he had the basement apartment, and his mom and his sisters basically paid for his utilities and stuff. And then I was like, well, sweetheart, we can't talk. And he was like, you gonna really dump me because I ain't got no job? Well, I can't dump you because we're not together. But no, I can't talk to you either because you have no job. That makes no sense that you've been here in the Chicagoland area for 6 months and you have not had one piece of income. Like you just dried up the little part that might have could have gotten wet. You just turned into the Sahara Desert on you because that's not going to never happen.
It's not. I mean, because the last thing, it's really hard to be horny and hungry at the same time. You can't have both of those H's, horny and hungry. It's just not. It's just not a good look, and it's not a good fit. So it's just like if he's just living on a dream, then and again 40, 30 plus. And he's still, man, I'm gonna start this car dealership. Fam, you've been saying that since you was 23.
But even
and
it's
35
plus,
and you still ain't started.
That's still a realistic thing. Because you're 30 plus, you still talking about a dealership. That's still realistic. But if you 30 plus and you talking about, man, I'm about to start this rapping thing.
No, you're gonna have to be about it, because if you've been talking about it for 23 and you ain't got car, I mean,
yeah, if you haven't asked me either, listen, I really want to start this. I don't know about how to go about it. And then I show you or figure it out if I research, because mind you, we're partners up in this. Right. So I'm going to research for you. You said you're going to do this, is what you're going to do. You got the little money saved up, bet. Let me research for you, figure it out or whatever. We're going to put this together. Now, after I researched and you just have sat there and twiddled your little fingers and still nothing, and a few days pass by and a few days turn into weeks and months and stuff, and now it's a year or two, and you come back to me 2 years later, I really want to start this. I'm gonna look at you like you're stupid because we're not doing this.
See, because it's like when people are really serious about doing something, there's gonna be evidence of what they're saying that is going to support what it is that they're saying. So again, if this dude has been talking about he's gonna start his car dealership, then guess what? You're going to see cars around the house, broke down cars, pieces of cars. You're going to see something. You're going to see something that's, supporting what it is that he's saying. So he may not have it all off the ground, but you can tell that, okay, he's not just talking. He is out there, it may not be moving as fast as he thought it would move or as fast as you may want it to move, but at least he's not selling you a dream. And so again, like he said, you might be the guiding force that helps him bring and piece all those things together. But you're not going to sit up here and tell me that you going to have a car dealership and you sitting up there playing the video game every chance you off, and you're never working your business. You got a job, yes, no problem with that. But don't sit up here and say that, you working towards something else, but there's no evidence in it. Like, get off your job and then go back there in the backyard and hit them cars. Like, it has to be some type of evidence toward it. So just be mindful. And I'm not saying throw folks out because, they ain't got it together. They ain't. But be mindful. Watch and listen. But them 30 plus, whoo, and you still... I'm gonna act. Okay, well, I know Morgan Freeman and all them got started at the 30s, they late 30s and all this other stuff. Have you at least been an extra? Are you at least going on casting calls? Are you at least volunteering and doing free? Listen, you have to be doing something towards what your dream is. If not, listen, you just wasting hot air. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be believing in. Listen, her eggs are dying, as she losing eggs, as she listening to you keep on dreaming. And your sperm cells, your sperms, they drying up as you speak. Because you know what? They going back home because they tired of hearing that same old nonsense as well. So my eggs is tired and your sperm, they tired like, yeah, this ninja right here, yeah, he lying again. Well, fellas, come on. We're not going to be needed. Let's go to the back, because when he get up in here and use his hand and start abusing himself, we're not going to be needed. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be traveling all this way just to make a blank trip to end up in his palms. I'm not going to do it. That's what his sperm is saying. I'm not going to do it. So listen, nobody knocking you, but it has to be some work. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break.
Short.
And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Yeah. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nail done. When you put that clone on, why you gotta look so good, 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 good? With your hair done, nails done. When you put that clone on, girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Yeah. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nail done. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good, 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 good? It's something about you. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good? When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting the wrong one alone. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put the clothes on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Hey, boys.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey, E, how you doing?
I'm feeling great.
Oh, what?
No, because like my polish that I got for my toes, right? My favorite number, 420.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Look, see, look.
Let me see. Oh, I like that. That's the color I like to wear too.
It's 420.
I like
for
that.
marijuana, for weed.
I like
You
that.
like that?
But guys, listen, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now listen, don't go nowhere because go right on around the corner. to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, the Jaye Spot Radio. Again, that's Jaye. Tonight we are being brought to you by the Jaye Spot Airbnb. Woo! You guys, it's a 2-bedroom luxurious condo ranch.
Right.
Next door to the United Center. Like literally, you walk out the back door, you're at the United Center. That's just how close it is. So definitely take a look at it, share it, like it, put it on your wish list. Check it out. Keep your feathers at home. Also, we're being brought to you by Delaware Inc. Guys, he has his nice spring line out. Go ahead and place your order today. And once you're done placing your order, listen, get lined up, faded up. BK the Barber, how can they do that, E?
Contact BK the Barber at 832-955-2532 or go to bookski.com and look up BK the Barber at Freelance Barbershop located in Spring, Texas, 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Spring, Texas, 77388.
And you use reference code JAYE for all three. Now listen, you all. This next hot topic, and it's a question, so don't get all up and listen, because we've all been in this position. We've all been in this situation, so don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe she asked that. Well, I'm asking and I'm talking about it because somebody else wanted to talk about it. Now listen, when you are dating, and listen, okay, just listen. If you're eating, just, push it on, put it on a little, put your plate back a little bit. But at what point do you do number 2 in front of your mate? At what point you're dating? Because some people won't use the bathroom. They won't pass gas, let alone do number 2 in front of them, in their house or in their presence or on the date or anything. So at what point do you feel comfortable enough to go ahead and just, listen, I want to be free. I'm not going to sit up here and hold this up in me all, we got a whole date ahead of us. I got to go. My stomach is rumbling and I can't hold it. At what point do you get comfortable, or in the 30 plus age range, that's no longer a concern? Like, is that even an issue? Guys, if y'all want to talk to us, 708-223-8953. Again, 708-223-8953. At what point do you just blow their commode up? At what point? Baby, listen, all of the coffee, the cream, listen, the jalapeno, all that's coming out. At what point do you say, you know what? It's time. I think we need to get to know each other a little bit better. And he'll be like, well, what you mean by that? Where your bathroom at? Go up in there. Go up in there.
I've never thought of it like that. Like, if I have to use it, I just have to use it. I mean, I'm not about to sit up here and die because I think you cute. Like Lisa said, immediately better out than in. Exactly. I'm not hurting myself because you cute and I really like you. The reality of it is we all boo-boo. And if you don't boo-boo, then I can't date you because you are trapped up and it's all up in you. And that stuff is going to come out somehow. You probably got bad breath. Don't know why you got bad breath. You think it's a rotten tooth. It's not. You full of mess. So, I mean, I can tell you how to disguise it and everything. If you ladies, even dudes, you got to go do it. You got to go do the number 2 and not the number 1. Great. You go up in there. You see if there's some air freshener in there first. Okay. You see the air freshener. Perfect. Spray the air freshener into the toilet. And then after you spray it in the toilet, you run the water, a little bit. And then you go ahead. But see, you make sure you massage your stomach because you can't be in there for a long time. That's how you get caught. You got to be in there for a short time. So you massage your stomach while you sit up there talking to him or her or whatever. And even have them, can you just massage my stomach a little bit? That thing is cute and sexy, but it's really nice so you can boo-boo. And so after you massage, you can feel like your booty starting to sweat a little bit. That's how you know it's time. Be like, can I see the bathroom? You excuse yourself a little bit. I was like, you pour me something to drink, whatever. Cool, bet. So you go up into the bathroom and stuff, and you sit on the toilet, you spray. Like I told you, you turn the water on. Now when you're about to it's about to come down because you're gonna pee first. Before you pee, then the boo-boo comes. You don't never boo-boo and no pee comes out. That's something wrong with you. So you pee, and then you're about to boo-boo. go ahead and flush, because while you're boo-booing, the flush suction is rolling now, and it's going to suck whatever's coming up out of your booty right into the little whirlpool down in the thing, and then spray again real fast. That way you good. Now, if you've left some streaks there, now, see, you can't leave out with streaks. This ain't your house. Some of you little trifling little bastards leave the streaks in your own home. This is not your house. This is the person you're trying to impress, that maybe they'll say, yeah, I'll take your hand in marriage, or yeah, I want to propose to this mug. It's going to be one of the two. So if you leave streaks, look for the toilet brush. If there is no toilet brush, leave, because the helper is nasty and he's nasty. Okay, so you can leave the streaks because they're nasty anyway. That's what they do. But if you see the toilet brush, get the brush, and if the toilet brush is nasty, they're nasty bastards. So you scrub around there and put a little cleaner solution up in there. And if you might have to put a little cleaner solution in your purse real quick, just squeeze it out like that, set it up, and be like, Batman. And then you go back up in there, you're good to go. Be like, yeah, great. And that should take you like literally 5 minutes. But if you wait and you just be like, well, I need to use the bathroom.
See, 5 minutes, it don't take 5 minutes to pee. So they already know that you
be a little nosy. That's what they're thinking. Well, she probably putting her makeup on, it's like that. But if you're taking 10 to 20 minutes, yeah, you taking the shenanigan, because you got to sit there and rock it on out because you're dehydrated. So that's why you got to rock the little stuff on out of you. You sit up there reading a magazine, trying to focus and concentrate to make sure that you can just go ahead and get this long turd on up out of you. And now she's going to be like, oh my God, he's up in there stinking up my whole bathroom. And it might go the way social media is now. They might be bogus and go live and stuff. And when you walk in the bathroom and bust you out like it's stinky behind and messed up my whole toilet and stuff. So you got to pace yourself. I'm telling you.
It's all so. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. See, it's always.
That's the bogus one. She's gonna sit there and talk about the poor little man that snatched up her little toilet.
No, but let me tell you, this is what happened to me. So I was out, and so I'm on a date, and so you had been talking for a while, and so now I detox. I detox a lot. So with detoxing, like I'm taking drinking apple cider vinegar, taking Mag 7 pills, all of this. So now listen, sometimes when I take the Mag 7 pills, it causes my stomach to churn. I don't be hungry and I don't be passing gas. It's just cleaning all the crap out. And sometimes you can hear it. And so one time I was with him, and he's gonna say, this is when we first, when I first met the guy, we was just met. Huh? Yeah. And so I was just like, it was like, what is that? Why is your stomach sounding like that? He was like, do you got to use the bathroom? He was like, you could just go ahead and use the bathroom. What are you holding it for? And I was like, I don't have to use the bathroom. I was like, that's my stomach is just churning. He's like, well, are you hungry? We just got through eating, but we can go back and get you some
more. You hungry?
And I'm like, well, no, I wasn't hungry. I had just came off the detox. So I'm like, I couldn't eat a whole bunch. I know what I have to do to ease off of it. But he was just like, well, just whatever you got to do, use the bathroom, but make it stop. I'm like, well, it's going to stop on its own. But from there, I'm just like, I was just thinking back, did I ever go to the bathroom? No, I don't remember ever going to the bathroom. Now I'm very particular about doing number 2. I don't know why. We all do it, yes. But, I guess if for me, I have to make it. And now I'm like, look, because you're going to know anyway, when I'm missing an action, you already going to know that, I'm sick. My stomach is tore up or whatever the case is. So I don't know. But if I'm nervous, I can't, I'm not going to be able to use it no way. So it's I haven't really been in situations a lot where I've had the number 2 at somebody's house. But as soon as I get home, I guess my body is like, okay, we're back in the safety of our own home. Because when I use the bathroom, I'm going to tell you, it's an experience for me. I'm taking my shoes off. I just want to just sit there. I just like to sit on my toilet and just sit and I just like to sit there. If something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you can't do that at somebody else's house. So I like to see my stuff laying all over the bathroom floor because it's my bathroom. And then whatever happens in there, then we're all going to be happy. Sometimes I'll sit in the bathroom on the toilet for hours till my feet have went to sleep, just sitting there. This is crazy. Got this whole big old house. Where you at? My family, the thing about my
Hey,
sisters,
Michael.
they already know her dumb butt in the bathroom. Yeah, because I like sitting in my bathroom. Like I just do. But going number 2, I don't care how old I am. Listen, I still get nervous, because, and I know we all do it, and it's better out than in. I do know that. And farting, oh my goodness, listen. Don't let that fart turn to a shark. Listen, man, you finna be.
But see, that's because you have to boo-boo.
And then it slide up on your back, and then it's just
so like... a regular just you got gas, you gassy this day. But a boo-boo gas is different because your stomach is saying, dude, don't push. Because I was gassed a few seconds ago, but that ain't gonna be gas if you push. That's gonna be something else. And don't be prairie dogging it, where you pop in and out. Don't do that. Because then you're gonna have a little streak down in your drawers and stuff. So don't do that. Just clench it, and your booty gonna be sweating because you're clenching it. But just get to the nearest toilet and be like, dude, I got to go. Just everything is like. I think you cute and fine and all that good stuff. But seriously, I have to go. Listen, it just is what it is. I got to go.
Right, I know somebody that said he stopped talking to this lady. He was like, man, first of all, he was like, he couldn't believe that you don't listen. Ooh, don't do this. Stop this toilet up.
See, that's where, okay. So that was the other thing. So when you letting out the long logs, right? Because we all let out long logs, whatever. And if that snake don't go down that hole while you flushing it, so you see if there's a plunger in the bathroom, while it's still flushing, you plunge real fast and it's gonna suck it right on it. Please wash the plunger. Please, nobody wants to go back in their bathroom after you done had your behind up in here and you must have did something a little bit strange because I heard some suction motion, but I ain't be like, well, because I'm gonna be more happy that, look, okay, at least he got that out. He got that out. Please don't let it be no dingleberries because you guys don't know how to wipe properly.
Oh yeah, gonna have. Oh my goodness.
So hopefully, you wiped and you got some wet tissue and wiped back there and everything else is straight. But wash off the plunger and everything too, just in case, whatever.
See, no, y'all gotta get in the tub before
but
y'all.
If you just need to use the bathroom, like you can't just get in my tub.
Right, you can't do it, and then we're not doing it tonight.
This is the second time. This is where you're comfortable around schnitting around me. You done gave up the coochie before you felt comfortable around schnitting.
Well, what if you didn't have to? Yeah, at the time because you wasn't comfortable. Like you haven't just. I don't know. Like you haven't done it yet. Like you haven't passed gas in front of them. Like,
girl, listen.
You gotta just listen.
I'm passing gas. It just is.
But what if you ain't been gassy and you
silence is deadly, but you always have your little spray with you. And you just fan your legs. Thick thighs save lives. And that's the reason for that.
Yes,
you see these big, thick thighs that Edric got, you just, flap them a little bit and you make sure that you get them like behind an old couple. Because old couples are always farting and stuff. They, so you just,
I don't want to be listen.
No, you get behind them because if you're gassy, you get behind them, let it rip. You got to be quiet because them silent ones is a deadly one.
Yes, it is.
So you let it rip, and then your dude be like, and then it be like, oh my God.
Be like,
you blame
it
on
baby, I'm sorry.
No, you blame it on the old people in front of you. So therefore, it's not even you. Be like, yeah, I don't believe she sat up here and did that like that. I know, boo. I know. That's what it is. You can't do it for you. You can't blame yourself.
Hey, we got Michael Simmons. He said, Jay, just stopping by. Hey, y'all. Jay, why you telling bathroom stories? He said, what the WTHRLL? Listen, Michael, have you ever had a woman that was afraid to go to the bathroom in front of you? Because I think that men are more lax. And what do you all think? Like, are men more lax? Like, men are more prone to just let it out and just keep it going, opposed to, I think some women are more reserved with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I'm like, I got to get comfortable before I can, my body is, and it's not even that I've been to the point where I got to hold it in. I'm just not comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, then it's like, okay, I don't got to boo-boo. I don't got to do anything.
No, I think and it's funny because even with my
Michael, he said, yep. She was afraid to use it around
you. Got to use it. Like with my PM, he would be in there all day, just to boo-boo. Like it doesn't take that long for me.
That means your system, something wrong with your system. You gotta get that.
2 minutes and it's over with. Like it don't take forever in a day. And my current, I remember when we got married and stuff, and he had to use the bathroom, and I was we was talking about talking to each other while we're in the bathroom, and so he was like, "Babe, I love you, but right now I can't."
Yeah, that was
And
stop
I'm
me
like,
up
really? He's like, I can't even have you up in here with me because it's not gonna smell so well. I was like, okay, fine, but for me, like it doesn't. As long as you ain't trying to stare in my face
Like-
while I'm sitting up here. Why? Unless like
Like, I
dogs
gotta-
do. Dogs, if you have a dog, they'll be the main ones looking at
Oh
you.
no, them little kids. Listen, when my son was little, because it was just by him being the only child, if I would go to the bathroom, I used to always keep the door open because I'm like, you got a 2-year-old, you got a little kid, you gotta keep the door open while they're out there or whatever. So I would keep, and he would just sit right there and just. I'm like, you don't want to go fast, go get you a book. So when he was like, got old enough to know, I was like, go get you a book. Go get you a coloring book. You gonna be in that long?
What? Can I please have a great time with the porcelain best friend of mine? My children would barge in. They just recently stopped. The oldest one, he just knows. But that little young one, and he's not even young, but he's young enough. He's like, okay, your mom and I've been barging in all this time. Why should I stop now? So listen, I need to tell you something. Okay, yeah, I get you using it. You okay? I gotta talk to you about. I'm like, God,
my son does the same thing still too. It's like the door closed. He don't open the door, but he'll stand out there and he'll just talk I'll be like,
am I opening that
so
door?
now my concentration now it's gonna take me another whole hour after the point that we done talking so I can get back in my comfortable place because we having a conversation and he's like I said, still do it to this day. You know what happened? I'm like, yeah, dog, where my shoes? Where my socks at? Let me put my socks back on and get on up out of here.
Shoot, mine, they know. And even like I roam the house like naked, like I sleep naked. So when I get up and everything get ready, usually the house is asleep, so I am able to roam freely. Nobody can catch me. And then this morning, my oldest son, he came in the house, and so he knows that I roam around naked. So he was like, before he came up the staircase, and I was ironing my clothes, he was like, "Mom," I'm like, God, and he walks silently, so you can't even hear.
That's like that's
so
like this cat burglar I live with.
Okay, you're gonna see some things you ain't ready for. You're gonna see where you came from. You might not want to do that. He's like, okay. I'm like, can you just hand me XYZ? And then I snatched my stuff and I ran in the bedroom. Can you put that stuff down for me since you want to, creep your little behind up in here? So if you're gonna do the number 2, go ahead and do it. Just
wait,
like
so
Nike.
Michael, he said no, I'm not relaxed about that at all. I wouldn't allow my ex-wife in the bathroom while I was in there at all. See, that's what I'm saying.
But
okay,
see, this is the killer thing. Y'all don't want us to see you in that time, space, whatever. But y'all are happy to whip your winkies out and be like, see, look right here. If you got a little hair bump, baby, can you get this hair bump right here? And then they have a hair bump like right by their booty. Then they be like, can you get that? No.
You being a nurse and you busting it for
why I gotta go all the way down there? But I can't sit with you in the bathroom and us just talking. Yeah, you may be. I'm not gonna stare at you while you're doing it. But you don't mind if my face is right down there with tweezers, pulling up your nutsack, and this hair bump look like it's pretty deep, baby. I'm gonna have to go up in here and pull it out, and it's right underneath your nutsack. I can do all of that, but I can't sit in the bathroom with you while you going boogie boo.
It's like that sometimes. We didn't make the rules. We just got we need our relaxation. We can't have you up in there while we trying, because some of our systems just don't quite perform like that. It's like you gotta use it. You gotta do number 2 under pressure, and the number 2 don't process when you're under pressure. When you feel like you got an audience, or somebody know that you about to handle your business. Your system
Michael
just
said that's
don't.
his private time. Listen.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Michael.
When we're in this marriage or relationship, we're coexisting together. There is no such thing as private time.
Nope.
You've given all that stuff up. So if I have to I remember, oh my God. Like
he said, my system is bad.
Then Then okay, then if your system is bad, be like, baby, this ain't the quick one. This ain't the quick one. No, this is the long. So just let me give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna open the windows up in here. Bet I got you. When you want me to light a candle for you, you need a candle and some incense.
We need to have 2 separate bathrooms, and then life would be perfect.
No, I hated when I would have guests, and I have 2 bathrooms, and they be like, "E, I have to use the bathroom." Listen, don't do number 2 down here at this one because you're gonna get embarrassed because everybody's gonna know what all you did.
Right.
Go upstairs, right at the staircase. There's a bathroom that's ready for you, and it's got a little vent, and it's spacious. Go on, enjoy yourself. Break my toilet. It's okay.
Not me.
Just don't overflow it, because if you overflow it, now you're gonna be. That's why I give you the hints on how to quick plunge. I've been in these situations. The only reason why I know that, like, I was a teenager and I stopped up the toilet and I was like, huh, what to do? And I was like, we quick plunge it. So now I know exactly like what to do. Oh, that looked like I'm jacking off.
Yep, listen, somebody about to pay for a meal. Keep on playing.
Quick plunging it like that, and then you're good to go. And my slow children, they just don't get it. They be like, oh, the toilet's overflown. And I'd be like, what you do? I just had to.
I'm like, okay, you're going to have to clean this up. Wait, Michael, he's saying we not sharing that time. I'm with you on that, Michael. I won't. That's my time. And I just have to regroup and get it together. But, I just,
You're going to go ahead and share that.
No, I'm not. I'm just like, I'm not. I'm trying not. Like, man, I don't know. I just have to. My system has to just get there because, like I say, I'm like, once I get home and then I'm like, yeah, okay, this is my space. Take the shirt off, take the shoes off, short, whatever. Then we just, now we're happy and we can just let our systems work the way it's supposed to. I will say this, the only time I cannot control that is if I'm detoxing. If I'm detoxing, listen, all bets are off, whether I'm comfortable or not. There will be a flush whenever. But the good thing about it is it's quick. It ain't you're thinking about it as soon as you sit down. It's just, so it's just like the same time span. But when you're not, and you need a little process. But listen, you all, I'm not going to tell you to be sitting up here using it in front of people. It's a natural process because some of y'all processes don't smell natural. Some of them is just like you need a cleansing, and you can't be doing that around other people because my friend, he was like, man, she smells so doggone bad. He was like, I could never be intimate with her. And this was a long time. Like, we've been friends for a long time, and he was and he stuck true to that. Like, he literally stopped talking to her because of that.
That's bad though. But that's because of what you eat. If you're eating all this meat and stuff and your body smells like if you have ever smelled rotted meat that has set out outside in the sun, and just has this smell, your insides smell like that if you eat meat all the time, every day. And
I don't know,
you don't have no veggies and stuff. And when you defecate, it will smell bad. Like, you be like, damn, like, it smells bad. So what is the point of going through all of that? Eat you some. I always eat a salad. Just about every day I eat a salad or whatever. Some green veggies and stuff. Don't get it twisted now. Vegetarians leave some bricks too, because I dated one that had a whole brick up in there. Like, dude, goddamn. And it stank too. But still, it don't smell nothing like rotted flesh and stuff.
Well, I don't know what she smelled like, but he was just like, no. He's like, I couldn't do it. He was like, it was just, he said that it turned him off. He was like, I couldn't be sexually attracted to her after, I was just like, what?
Her body? She might.
I said, boy, you are crazy. But he never talked to her again. So I'm just like, so be mindful of all that. Number 2, listen, drink you some nice apple cider vinegar and just, regulate your system, and then you'll be all right. It won't, because you're not. Here's the trick. Really, the real trick is once your system is really clean, it's not supposed to smell. So it don't smell when you clean. Just FYI. Yeah, you can be up in there spitting and sharding, and it's not that toxic gonna knock you off your feet. It's not that when your system is clean. So if it's horrible, you need a good detox and you need a good cleaning. Speaking of detox and cleaning. Listen, ladies, is it okay for your man to remain friends with his ex? And is it also okay for him to have female friends? Ladies, same thing. Fellas, same thing. Is it okay for your current to remain friends with their ex and then they have a lot of friends of the opposite sex? Is that okay, or is that just, are you setting yourself up for some bull junkie? You guys, if you want to talk to us, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. What do you think about that? Is it okay to be friends with your ex? Is it okay for your current to be friends with their ex? And is it also okay for them to have friends of the opposite sex?
I mean, if I trust you, and I don't really trust everybody, but if I trust you, like I trust my husband. My pseudo husband, I didn't trust him, but my husband, I trust him. So it doesn't faze me that he's not friends really with his ex, but he does have female friends, and we've all gotten on the phone together. He's gotten on the phone with some of my male friends and me, and he's gotten on the phone with some of my female friends, and I've gotten on the phone with him and his female friend and stuff, and he calls constantly, talks to her, whatever, all the time. So it doesn't bother me one bit. I trust him. But if I didn't trust him, I'd be like, this, I already know what's going on. And you can always have the thought in the back of your mind, even if you do trust him, like, I wonder if him and her have gotten down. But you doing all that wondering or whatever, just go out and ask the question, like, have y'all screwed? Because I'm that type of person too, that I'm going to ask, did y'all screw? Or if you didn't, I could tell that in the conversation or how she's acting. Yeah, y'all didn't screw, or y'all was about to screw, it didn't turn out right or whatever. But somebody's got some feelings. But I still trust you.
See, I'm sitting right there on that wire. I'm sitting right on the fence. Because here's the thing. So he can be friends with his ex if there are boundaries. Like, you're not calling, especially if he's in another relationship, you're not calling him all the time, texting him all the time, calling him to do stuff. He's not your man anymore. Get you a man. Like, a friend, if you're a friend, then you respect their relationship. Like, you not calling them, talking about any, and the thing, or talking about when y'all used to be. See, in any time that type of stuff comes up, then you're not really friends. It's just like you still in their life, just in case. You just sitting there waiting to see if you can get your foot back. You keeping your foot in the door. That's not a friendship. So in those situations, no, I'm not on board with that. Like, she's always around. Every time you turn around, she popping up in some stuff. If y'all friends, you ain't listen. What y'all got to prove to other people?
But
Y'all
see,
don't.
with all of that, if I trust you and you know me well enough to know me, then you would not even put me in that situation that I have to say, why the hell do she got a life? Because then if I say that, then you already know that I'm irritated, and I'm not going to just say it to you. I'm going to say it in front of her. Like, you need a boyfriend? What's wrong? What's going
And
on?
you made a good point right there, because any ex that is around that much and you're causing a problem with the current, anytime that your current is sick of your ex,
Yeah,
it's a problem.
that's a
Like,
problem.
because why am I always see
Why are
why
you
is the
here?
ex a problem? Because they're too much, you're doing too much, you're too in our relationship, you're too still in his life. If you an ex, then you an
Don't
ex,
get.
out of sight, out of mind. Not saying that, oh well, holidays come, hey, just want to text you, how you doing, da 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 da. That's fine.
Mhm.
There's no reason for the current to, they
Stay
don't even
fucking around.
notice you.
Exactly.
But if the current knows so much about the ex,
And
you're
then,
still relevant in this person. Are you really an ex?
like, I would be the me. See,
It's like,
I would say something to my husband, like, your friend is really working the last damn nerve I got. And they'd be like, what? Like, come on now, because if the shoe was on the other foot and I bring my ex over
Right.
every 5 seconds, trust, that's not something
It's
that
gonna
you
be
want. So let's quit playing this little game. But when they're doing that, then I think that is a dig from your current person that you're with, whether it's your spouse or your mate or whatever. And I think that's just a dig at you. Because I've dated, like my PM used to do that crap. It wouldn't be so much as an ex of his would be over our house, but you would constantly get these phone calls from an ex or whatever, or you would be such a little bastard where we're in the bed at night
See,
and
yeah,
you
nope.
got an ex calling you at night, and I'm like, oh, okay, we playing this game, and I know how to do what I need to do and let you not know what I'm doing. So, and then I had to figure out, okay, I know my husband is crazy, so I can't really put it in his face fully. So let me go about my little sneaky way and do exactly what you're doing, but I can do it better. And I promise you, I did it a whole lot better.
And see, it's just like the ex, anytime your ex is popping up, like anytime the ex becomes an issue in your relationship, I would question that friendship, because are we really friends? Because it's like I'm doing too much as an ex. Why am I in your like? Why is an ex constantly coming up unless they're not really an ex? So we got Lisa. She said, I had male friends when I met him, and he had female friends prior to me. I trust you until I don't. Then it's over. No conversation, no questions or conversation necessary. Michael is saying, you are an ex for a reason, not going to mess up my current. Absolutely. And that's exactly what I believe. It's just like, I believe, listen, we can be cordial, we can be cool friends. I don't know if we're gonna be friends, but we're gonna be cool. Like, we're not gonna be texting each other, because like Michael, when I'm done, I'm done. Like, listen, it takes a lot for me to even want to be friends. I got to get
I'm not like that. I can be friends.
I got to get there.
I was
I
talking
got
to
to get there.
somebody
So I
earlier,
definitely need some deliverance. I got to
and
get there.
if I've given you the speech where I say, I wish you well, and this is not going to work out between you and I. But I do wish you well in all your endeavors. If I've given you that speech, then 9 times out of 10, you and I, like, literally, we're cool to this day. Like, we can talk, whatever. You can ask me for advice or whatever, or I can ask you for advice. We're cool because I still haven't had enough respect for you to let you down like that. Now, if I've not let you down like that, where I've had to call the police on you or just, talk so dirty and nasty to your face and stuff, then no, we're not friends. Don't hang around me. I don't like you. I
Well,
can't
I need
stand you.
deliverance. I still have to get there because I'm not there. Because once I'm done, like, relationship wise, especially if you did me dirty, then I don't want to hear from you ever again. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you until it wears off, until the sting of your betrayal wears off. Then I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you, and we are definitely not friends. But once the sting wears off, then I'm like, hey, but don't. Oh, you should call me. We should go. No, we're not.
Could your ex? No, this is would be the gut punch. Could you be in a relationship where your mate's ex is his best friend?
Well,
This is his best friend. It didn't work out for them relationship wise, but man, this is who he
but see,
confides
I'm
into.
biased though. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah. Why?
because you know what? I have been in that situation before, and I can say, like, if an ex, like, we're friends.
No,
Like, no,
friends and best friends are different.
best friends. We're best friends. We're free. Listen, we had that situation. So it's like, we're friends. I'm not about to never call you. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Can you come over here and do? Wait, he got a whole wife. He got a no. Now you're not respecting the boundaries. You can go years without talking to each other. If you're friends, that's not gonna change. Because here's the deal, man. My mama is sick. Listen, hands down, you already know what's gonna happen. We showing up, man. My uncle, my auntie, something. We show up. But as far as you being on the phone with them every day, or you can't. They're with somebody else. And that's just out of respect for that relationship or that marriage. You're not the center of their attention, but y'all still friends.
If you know your best friend has a significant other and they probably even live together a little bit, or even if they don't, would you call your best friend at 12 o'clock at night just for conversation?
No, because then now you crossing the line. No, but the moment they're in a relationship, or especially if they're married, what am I calling you? Where's your business at? Where's my business at? Don't I got me a boo? Don't I got something? If I don't, then that means that you trying to mess up what they got. It's certain. Listen, it's protocol to this ish, okay? Because it's like if y'all friends. What you call what? Wait, why my man come on? Why my man pop up on your mind at 1 o'clock in the morning? Ain't nothing open at 1 o'clock in the morning but legs and a Pornhub app. That's all that's open. That is open at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so you have to do that. Yes, we're open. Listen, JAYE, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen, but no, we're not talking even. No, I'm not calling nobody at that time unless it's my boo, or he ain't getting no phone calls at that time, because it's just like the phone ring at 1 o'clock in the morning and it ain't your mama, your daddy, one of your aunties, or your kids. I promise you sleeping just like this for the rest of the night. We sleeping like that. You sleeping because what she want, Cletus? Hoppo, who this woman? Who this woman that's calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who this woman? He didn't come home. You better find you a good Judy to talk to at 3 o'clock in the morning. And even Judy don't want to listen. Don't call me at no 3 o'clock in the morning complaining about no dude, because my anxiety is bad. You calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody done died or something. We got to go sneak and find out. We got to go crawl through this man's basement window and find out who upstairs. That's the only time we getting phone calls. Outside of that, normal business hours. 9 Please and thank you. 5. Please and thank you. Michael said we got to respect the boundaries. Yes. Now, guys, listen. Tonight, we've been talking about relationships and marriages. But here's an important question we got to ask. Are you single or lonely? Now, here's the deal. Most people think that, oh, well, you know what? You're in a relationship or you're married. Oh, I got somebody. Again, are you lonely? Because there are so many people that are married, that are in relationships, but it's empty. You got somebody, but do you really have them? You got them in the physical sense, but do you got their heart? Because if you don't have the part of the person that you want and need, it could lead to some other things. It could lead to you not being fulfilled. But here's the thing. So, what does being single, in your opinion, like, what is being single to you, E? Like, when you think of just somebody single, what is it? You ain't with nobody. It's just you. You ain't got to be miserable and sad, but it's just you. You don't. When you come home, it's just you. When you ain't calling no dude up because, or it's something of an opposite sex where you can get some type of attraction from, because it's just you. You might call somebody up for a one night stand or something and scratch your itch, but it's just you. That's it. One is the loneliest number. That's what they say. Yes, that's what they said. Now, see, here's the deal. Being single, according to an online source, means you're unmarried or not involved in a stable sexual relationship. But see, here's the thing about that online source. That online source be on some bull junkie sometimes, because it's a whole bunch of single people that are out here having meaningful, stable sexual relationships. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to re-key in that online source. Now, being lonely means affected with, characterized by, or causing a depressing feeling of being alone, lonesome. And see, that right there being lonely is a state of mind. It's a condition. Like, again, there are so many people that are in relationships, that are married, but they're lonely. You're sitting there, y'all could be in the same bed. Y'all done slept in the same bed for 20 years, and you still feel alone because there's no connection. Mm-hmm. There's no vibe. And you're like, they sleeping in the same bed. He don't hold you like he used to. He don't talk to you like he used to. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen, be very careful when people start, especially y'all folks that's in these relationships and marriage, and that feeling of loneliness start once because you can feel it, like you start to feel the disconnect. Try to stop it right there. Try to go to them, your mate or your spouse, like immediately, because what happens is that's where the other people start being able to give you what you not getting at home. That's where that attention start coming in. And see, that's how cheating comes. Listen, I'm not justifying it. I'm just telling y'all what happens. Okay? I'm just telling you what this.
Pretty Barbie says, happy Thursday evening, ladies. Hey, Pretty Barbie. Michael Simmons says, I have been in a relationship with no connections, not good. Like, I've never been in a relationship where there's no connections, because I won't let you waste my time like that. Like, I just can't. I've talked to somebody where there was like nothing, and I was like, yeah, I may have went on a date or two, but if it's just like, I can't see me calling you my boo, my man, my nothing, because there's no connection here. So, and if I try to prolong it, then that's all this time that I could have been giving someone else, but now I have wasted it on you, and I can't get it back. So I can't allow you to waste my time.
Unfortunately, I have. And I'm bad.
And the twist.
I'm just like, but that's why it was so easy for me to make the decision that I made, because there was no connection there. There was nothing that kept me in that relationship. So it's just like when the rubber met the road and it's just like it was time to be out, you can be out, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no hesitation. Because there's nothing keeping you there.
But see, you kept on trying to maybe, and I just can't give it that
much. It was I only had 2 tries, and that was it. And the final was like, listen, you can tell these folks whatever you want to tell them, but I'm out. Whatever you say happened, that's what happened. But I'm not about to be dealing with this bull junkie, because, again, I don't have to feel lonely. I can be single and feel great. But what I'm not about to do is go into something forever, or it's supposed to be forever, and I don't feel a connection. I'm not lonely, but I'm not going to allow myself. I don't feel how I know I should feel going through this type of process. And I'm just like, yeah, no, this is some bull junkie, and I'm not going to be able to do it.
Congratulations, Pretty Barbie.
But
she says, I'm in a relationship right now and everything is going good so far.
Wow, congratulations. Listen, that is what's up right there. So when we're talking about being single, so is it possible to be single and happy, or does being single automatically mean you lonely?
No, because you can be you can be in those relationships and be lonely. So you can be single and be just as happy as all get out. Treat yourself. Me and a friend of mine was talking about that just yesterday. Like, when I was single, it didn't bother me to go out to the movies by myself. It didn't bother me to go to the dinner by myself. I mean, I am madly in love with myself. So it's okay to go to the theaters, go to the show. I'll go watch love movies by myself. I just enjoy doing those things. I'll go to museums or go see something, a play or whatever by myself. It's okay, because if you can't deal with yourself, how do you think you could deal with someone else?
And how is somebody else going to be able to deal with you? If you don't like you, if you're not good company, then why should somebody else? Now, listen, I will say this, you all. Sometimes I get too carried away and I go, I go too far, because I go, like, I have breakfast all the time by myself. Baby, let me tell you, she'll been calling me, said, she was like, you outside? It ain't even 9 o'clock, baby. I've been listen.
kind of sat there. She's so bogus. You're not supposed to go to the restaurant and bring your own food to the restaurant. She'll bring her own food to the restaurant and just want their coffee. And I just be like, I would so charge you up to wazoo. I would just make a special price, a special button on the register, and it would say Jaye special price. And they'd be like, well, what's that for? Because when this crazy lady comes up in here and just orders the coffee, yeah, it's going to be $10 automatically because she's bringing her food. She think we don't know. And then she got there to use our jelly and our jam and stuff and our utensils. That's some bogusness. So, yeah, she getting charged. Yup, just the special price.
Y'all gotta help me because I promise y'all, I'm like, because I'm good company. Listen, I'm dope company. I didn't listen. Especially in the summertime, it's hot like this, man, baby. I'm gonna be up in there, have my little flip-flop shoes on, and I took my shoes off, crossed my legs, sitting up. So I go, so y'all don't be like me. I think I'm just a cereal solo breakfast and lunch dinner eater. Cause listen, I go somewhere. Listen, and will not have a care in the world. I've been and forgot, dang, I didn't buy this food from here. Or I buy food like, see, this is the good thing about it. Like, I buy coffee. Sometimes I buy coffee from this place and then go buy the breakfast from this place and sit in the place and have mishmash. And so then I have customers looking at me like, oh, that look good. Since when they start selling?
I didn't get this from here. I got this from the place down the street.
Or then, like she say, I made my own food because I like sitting.
You like people watching,
right? I do. So I'm like, sometimes I bring my own breakfast from home, and I know that's but I don't be the place where I drink my coffee from. I don't like their food, if that makes sense. So I like to cook. Plus, I'm just a breakfast person. That's why I told y'all. Listen, I'm a breakfast person. Breakfast where you different coffees and stuff. Listen, if y'all want to experience, inbox me and I'm gonna tell y'all what because they ain't sponsoring the show, so I'm not gonna say their name, but it's a real good place. That they got all these the coffee experience is just off the chain. But I'm not gonna say their name. Y'all help me if they sponsor the show. Then listen, I'm their billboard, but until they sponsor the show, I'm not saying their name. But inbox me and I'll tell y'all where it is. But I can go and I'm dope. So like I don't mind like being single is better than being with the wrong person and wishing you were single. So if you're single, if you're a person that's single and you desire a relationship, listen, I support that and I honor that. And I want you to definitely acknowledge and accept that feeling, but don't let that desire for a relationship, don't let it turn into you being lonely. Because now you dreading getting up, you dreading going because you're single. Listen, think about what if you got with that person and they turned your whole life upside down. Then you would be wishing, man, I wish I was single. So sometimes, we got to just chill out and be content with where you are. Have your fun, live your life. Don't stop your life or don't put on hold the things that you want to do. A lot of times we put things on hold that we want to do. Well, I don't want to go there because I'm by myself and I ain't never did this and I ain't never did that.
I can't stand that.
Why? Tomorrow is not promised.
I cannot stand
Tomorrow is not promised. So you have to live your life, enjoy your life, being single. Michael, he's saying, I'm single and happy as heck. He said, after a 15-year marriage, don't know if I will ever do it again. And he says, LOL, bringing different food to different places.
She does that.
Michael, listen, I'm a whole struggle over here by my lonesome. But,
she is.
When he know that I'm extra,
he gonna love
and he just shake his head. He just be like, you know what? Lord, now I know I asked you for specific things, but did it have to come in this package right here? Like, did you? Yep. This is what he gave you. He gave you me. Yep. And all of the extraness. But until you have been placed into somebody's life, listen, rock out. You gotta have peace. You gotta be fun
Mhm.
for yourself and with yourself, because if you don't have an enjoyable life being single, you're not gonna have an enjoyable life being in a relationship. You're still going to be lonely because that peace, you don't have it here. You don't have your own peace. You don't have it here, and you don't have it here. You don't even have it together. So when you do meet somebody, how you gonna be happy? When, like my sister Lauren Hill said, when you ain't right within, you ain't gonna be happy. Now you're gonna be putting all that other ish off on. Now you're gonna be clingy and needy. They can't even go outside. They can't even have a life because you still lonely. You still haven't got to. They gotta be around.
Be like, huh? Take this dang pet and go and play on.
They can't do anything because you so wrapped up in your emotions. But what we got to understand is, so what do you think, what causes some people to feel lonely? Like, I think that's just a man, that's a state, and it's not being single. Single is not what causes.
I think it's sometimes when you see like everybody around you into these relationships and stuff, that kind of gets a little depressing, and you still, not even you've been in relationships, you have not been on a date in, man, a year. You ain't nobody tried to hit your DM up, ain't nobody tried to hit your inbox up. Like, I used to go on a dating sites also just so to get flirts, because I love the flirts. So I would, the attention rather. So I would go on a dating site, and I would not want to date anybody. I just wanted some attention because I wasn't trying to go out and meet nobody outside. So I'm like, well, let me get my little flirt on real quick. They're gonna send me some inboxes and tell me how cute I look. And then after I get enough of my ego stroke, then I delete the little dating site and I'm good to go. I got my fill for that month or so. So, but you have
But that was real right there though, E. And that was so on point, because we all need human touch as well. So it's just like it's not normal for us to go so long without having a touch. Do you know how big of an impact just getting a hug could make for somebody that's being single? It's like, if you're single and, like you say, you're not getting any compliments, you're not talking to anybody, you're not, so it's like it's a whole atmosphere and a whole bundle of feelings and emotions that you're not tapped into because you don't have anybody. But I'm gonna say this, listen, hug people. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you who to hug. A little kid. Now wait, but let me say this. It gotta be a little kid that like you. Because them little kids that like you, they give the best hugs. No, it's not an intimate hug, but it releases the endorphins and all that other stuff that you need from getting that physical human touch. And it doesn't have to be intimate, but it's just enough to feel connected, like your heart to the, and that's why I say it's somebody that genuinely loves you and likes you, because it releases something in you. So that helps you to feel better. It's not, you can have a random dude hug you and it will not do anything for you because there is no connection.
I swear my mom is like the best hugger. Like, even when my friends, they meet my mom and they hug my mom and they be like, Andrew, I'm like, I know. She's a Christmas baby. So I guess she's like sprinkling a little Christmas Santa Claus dust everywhere or whatever. Like, come give me a hug. But she'll give you a hug and you'll be like, you just want to lay right there and just be like, man, this feels so nice.
So we got, hey, Gretchen. Gretchen is checking in from Florida. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gretchen. Michael, he's saying, I have done that dating site thing too, E. Just wanted to see if I still got it.
I see. You do. You got to test and be like, man, even when the gremlins hit, they be hitting her DM so bad. But when they hit my DM, I'd be like, okay, I got love.
Now, see, that'll send me into the state of that'll send me into depression, because I'm like, okay, so this is all you got for me is.
But see, somebody wants you.
No, I would rather have nothing or nobody on me. So don't. No, I'm gonna be picky.
Just know that you still got it.
No, I don't have it. That'll make me cry at night. Like, oh my God, this is it. But guys, listen. If you are single and you are embracing it, then rock out. But for the person that's single and lonely, listen, reach out, listen, get you a
Touch
good
somebody's
friend.
hand.
Listen, you may want to adopt, go to a folks, get you something.
Get you a pet.
Get you a pet, something that's going to
love you back
in return, where you
Yes.
can get that connection, because we don't want you feeling lonely.
My friend has that little dragon, and oh my God, you
It's
put it on you, and they just stay right there, and you can feel like you feel so great, like, oh my God.
just definitely do something, but we don't want you to feel lonely. And if you want to talk to us or watch us, listen, we got 6 years worth of content. The Jaye Spot,
Watch us.
Jaye. Guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor again, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye. Till next time, you guys. Good night. Peace out. Good night.
Thank you for hitting the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.